Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Inevitable Excess DLC. This dungeon has been giving us some trouble with actually glitching on us. I think it was right up in here we encountered the person that wouldn't die, and we couldn't get shots off to actually kill it. So we are going to try again and see if we can get up there. We're working on...
I'll make my own legend.
I'm trying to figure out this level, and that's what we're doing. Let's see if we can get up here.
Let us be off.
The snakes didn't give us a problem. It was after the snakes, I think, where we had the issues. So we're a little bit farther away than we were. I think we already grabbed all that. I think we did all this and then saved it again. Alright, well, we gotta do this part again, I guess, so.
We should move. We won't fall here. I swear it.
All right. Our song up. Let's get a Rocky up.
I will resist.
One shot, that kind of sucks.
Cover me, all right?
Begone, fiend!
She got beat up.
Into the fray.
Hey, it actually got a mirror image that time.
Prepare yourself.
Forwards!
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Ah.
This'll leave a bruise.
Well. Oh, odd heal spells. Why didn't it cast that on her? Because it was a scroll and he needed to be close, unlike his normal spells where he could be away.
No glory without risk! Ah! Desna, guide my hand!
There we go.
We won't falter!
There we go. Well, that's right. This is where we got glitched out because that tsunami knocked down the Shadow Demon, and the Shadow Demon couldn't do anything at that point. That didn't do a whole bunch, did it? You're going to hang back here for a little bit, heal up.
Yes. Make your peace.
Kill this thing before he gets a chance to do another tsunami wave and mess with us being
Strike
able to
with
do
all your
anything.
might!
Distract them for me.
There we go. Alright. Let's gather everybody over here.
I will help where I can.
Come on, Sela. There we go.
The world has suffered enough.
Hoxie, yes! Hoxie, yes!
Alrighty, and because things have been screwing up with us constantly on this level, we're going to go ahead and save on Stupid Glitch again. Just in case it decides to do it again. Oh, we got A, B, and C, huh? Come on, guys, move. Ooh, what's those? What's that? Powered kill. Armor 9 bracers. What's Daniel got on? Armor 8. Let's put on some armor 9 bracers. So she's got armor 11, so that's better than armor 8. Armor 10's better than armor 8. He's not wearing armor. What's he got? Yeah, I think we'll keep those on there. All right. All right. Need to find stuff. Guessing it's going to be up here.
I stand ready.
While this is a neat little mechanism, it could simply be doors.
Let's move. This is my path.
I think we've been down there, have we? I don't think so. Got down there. Up here. Let's try up here first.
I tire of waiting.
Another perch to
Follow me.
teleport up. I like this ball thing.
there is no greater satisfaction than overcoming a challenge. That is, of course, until one day the challenge overcomes you.
Alright, we got some of these snaky guys. Or at least one of these snaky guys.
Will prove my worth.
I will resist.
Prove their logic is lacking.
A little lightning-ish looking thing going there. Can't charge. Of course, the first round, one of these things is almost always has to have issues. Well, we're not going to move with her because we don't want that to go off. Of course. Oh, nothing even in his charge range. Three of them turned invisible. Can't attack this guy, the closest one, but I can move over and attack this one.
The light take you.
Wow. 6 points of damage.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, that didn't work so good.
We can do it!
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and hastify.
Desna, guide my hand.
Great.
Time to share your treasures.
Nothing you can really do but stand there because she's getting her butt handed to her. Oh, I thought I had more of those scrolls. Let's go grab some scrolls of heal. I would use mass heal, except there are bad guys in the zone of healing.
Forwards!
Alright, Woljif is standing dead. I hope we don't get glitched yet again because of
Into
this.
the fray!
Esmith, Ox.
17. Could have been worse.
Make your peace.
Ah!
Fall! We won't falter!
The light! Take you!
Esmith, Ox. Yes.
Oh, that's longer range than I thought it was going to be.
I will resist.
No, that's not what I did. Well, I mean, it's what I did, but not what I wanted to do.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Go.
Immune to magic missile. All right.
Prepare yourself.
Blue is dead. Woljif is dead. Alright, resurrection scrolls. Where are they? I had a ton of them. There we go.
Now, what am I missing?
Target is not dead.
Yes! Strike with all your might!
Into the fray!
Desna, guide my hand.
Now, what am I missing?
So it won't let me heal him. It won't let me raise him. Says he's not dead. Now we're going to have to wait, I guess, till battle's over to do anything with him.
We can do it!
Let's see here. Yeah, a lot of these hit everybody. Come on.
Make your peace.
Forwards!
The Inheritor, guide my blade! Hey!
Blue! Blue! My buddy Blue, you failed us miserably. She just doesn't have a lot she can do right now.
Yes.
Take that!
I will resist.
We won't falter!
Into the fray!
So what type of damage does this thing do? Fire, there. This electric, sonic. Death thrust, plague storm, acid, magic missile, force strike, acid.
Go.
7 damage. I don't get that. I think that's far more damage than what
Prepare yourself.
they don't have the resistances to it. I don't know. Maybe it's multiple saving throws.
Strike with all your might!
You know, makes a saving throw against illusion, then makes a saving throw against
The light!
dexterity or whatever. Paying no heed to the danger, driven only by the desire to uncover the truth, the excess explores the other side of Threshold. There, he meets the proteins. But what does the excess know of proteins? Can he tell what the proteins are doing? You recall the proteins are snake-like creatures, primordial inhabitants of the Maelstrom, the plane of absolute chaos. Their actions defy logic. I know the proteins are creatures of absolute chaos. Their actions cannot be explained. Proteins are creatures of absolute chaos. Their actions defy the logic of the average person. It is theorized that proteins' actions are driven exclusively by transient impulses and momentary desires. You just described yourself. You and these proteins have a lot in common, you know. A ludicrous accusation. There's always logic to my actions. It's simply that to understand it, you must be of above average intelligence. Is there any logic to the proteins? Is there any logic to creatures that defy logic? The voice is overtaken by a fit of laughter that cuts off as quickly as it began. Can a creature defy logic, but do something that has a logical explanation? But what if the proteins are not banging their heads against the stone wall of this cursed world for no reason? This is what the excess ponders as he examines the keystone, which the proteins so eagerly smashed with their skulls. Perhaps if the excess takes a run-up and bashes his head on the keystone in this room, he will discover some secret knowledge, a truth that explains everything. What? Are you seriously telling me to bang my head against a rock? The voice only laughs in response. Wield your mythic power against the keystone. I have a better idea. The room shakes from the impact. The keystone explodes into tiny fragments as though it has been struck by an invisible hammer. The vibration spreads to the floor and walls. You see cracks already beginning to snake through them. Are we out now? Oh, those guys look menacing. That looked a bit odd. But we've had some glitches in this thing.
Long and thorny has been the excess's path, but still it has led him to Silmeshnik.
Now is the time to prostrate yourself in a show of servility.
The snake-like creature pauses, looking at you.
Do you understand what you have just seen?
Does the excess understand? Does his mind even have the capacity to understand?
Does ours?
The creature falters and then bursts into laughter. The laughter abruptly cuts off, replaced with silence. Who are you? What are you?
We are Silmeshnik.
Primordial Proteans. But don't you know that it is rude to answer a question with a question?
We asked you first.
The creature whips its tail against the ground in irritation. Well, we could lie and say, I think I'm beginning to understand, but I really have no idea what's going on. So I have no idea what's going on.
That admission speaks poorly of your intellectual abilities, but it speaks well for your honesty.
Fear not. We will tell you everything, for you will be of use to us. This world is not the Galarian you have come to know so well.
This is just a simulacrum of Galarian on Axis, so thoughtfully created by Valmalos, just for you.
This is an atemporal prison for dangerous criminals who have flouted the laws of sorcery, and it is also a repository
Of magical artifacts whose mere existence could tear apart the universe.
You are one such artifact.
You are the excess mythic power that Valmalos extracted from the commander of the Fifth Crusade just before his decisive battle in Threshold.
You are an artificial creation. A magical golem.
Living the life of another. Dig around in that person's memories, Excess. Do you remember the Grey Garrison?
Do you recall the power that gripped the then-future commander? And where that power went after? It waned and vanished, dissipating like mist before the dawn.
Old Valmalos took it from the commander at Threshold.
Plucked it right out of time so that even the memory of its existence ceased to exist. Why so quiet, Excess?
Has our revelation shocked you that much? Lose your mind if you wish, but don't even think of dying from shock. I need you alive.
Cecile Mishnik surveys your face with interest. I don't feel like I'm anyone else. I am Joseph Starfyre, commander of the Fifth Crusade.
How does it feel, Excess? How does it feel to find out that you're an artificial creation?
No need to answer. Your silence tells me all I wish to know.
Cecile Mishnik points a clawed finger at you. They laugh. But some of these names are just like...
What do your companions make of this?
After all, they are an extension of your power.
Entities born of the magic and memories of the commander.
It's no use, Chief.
Woljif is furiously pinching his hand, which is already turning red. He looks up at you in bewilderment and shrugs.
The assertion of my magical origin is debatable and requires immediate investigation. Hands in the right place, number of fingers corresponding to the norm, leg length is unchanged, no lice. Ouch!
Nenyo briefly rubs her hand over herself. She puts her hand in her mouth and bites down.
Result. The assertion of my magical origin remains in dispute.
I am just a memory? I do not exist? How could such a thing be possible? No. It can't be. I can't believe it. I won't!
Soziel trembles violently.
I want to say that the snake is lying to us, but I can't do it. I don't sense any particular evil from them. Does that mean all this is true? Oh, Seela, you idiot. What have you gotten yourself mixed up in this time?
How is this possible? But I haven't changed at all. I breathe, I live, I feel.
Arushalea frowns, pressing her hand to her chest.
I love.
She raises her eyes to yours.
Ask your questions, Excess.
Let's chat a while. It has been so long since we last talked to anyone. Our Protean servants aren't the best conversationalists.
Explain to me again how I became this excess. Don't skip over any details.
Valmalos is a primordial inevitable.
The Guardian of Magic. A mechanical eon created by the Axiomites of Access.
He only interferes in mortals' affairs when there is a magical threat against the world order.
And remarkably dull work it is, too. When the commander acquired mythic power in the Grey Garrison, old Valmalos began quaking in his boots.
And as the commander developed his power, Valmalos's fear turned to outright panic. Just before the decisive battle between the commander and Arilu Vorlesh, Volmalos finally decided to intervene.
He carved up the Commander's mythic power into the sanctioned portion and the excess. The former set off to face Orilu.
But the latter. The second ended up here, embodied in the form of a magical golem along with its
Companions, who are essentially an extension of itself.
Are you angry, Excess? We would be angry in your position.
We would want to launch ourselves at Valmalos, rip his glowing heart from his chest, and squeeze it in our fist until it was extinguished.
Sicilimanishk lets out a furious hiss. So that means Valmalos weakened the commander right before the final battle?
That is precisely what it means.
The cheek of him.
How do you know so much about me?
This world is yours, created for you by access from your false memories.
We have had time to study you. You might even say that we are your best friends now.
What do you want from me?
We want to help you get out of here, to restore cosmic justice.
This is no way to treat living creatures, is it? Stealing their mythic power? Valmalos should be punished.
Your fate does not worry us, Excess.
Simply reach the door leading out of this prison, break it down, and go wherever you please. And we will be straight through that door after you. The keystone of the prison has been smashed to pieces.
This little world has cracked, and all it needs is one good gust of wind to bring it all tumbling down.
You saw it yourself. Your mythic allies have appeared in the false threshold, even those the commander never met in his timeline. Help topple this world, Excess.
Talk to the creatures from your false memory. Pile even more paradoxes on top of their useless existence.
Break them, so that the world begins to consider them anomalies.
We dispatched our Protean servants to seek out the other keystones of this world.
I instructed them to destroy the stones to disrupt the Order of Axis. But it seems our servants are not strong enough.
You must find the stones and destroy them. I will teach you how to see them.
A haze momentarily descends over your vision. What did you do to me?
We gave you our gift, of course.
Now you see what Proteans see. You can detect anomalies and find the keystones that hold this world together. You will like our gift.
Will Proteans see me as an ally now?
Unlikely.
Proteans do not recognize alliances with other life forms. They rarely get along even with their own kind.
We are a pleasant exception.
How did you end up in this prison?
Valmalos, that useless mound of metal, captured us in a moment of weakness decades ago.
We despise him so. We will claw at his face. We will tear at him until he loses that air of arrogance.
Why not hate him together?
Sicilimanishk roars, making the walls shake. The furious outburst dies away quickly. Quickly? Yep, quickly.
We are captives in this prison just like you, Excess. Our cage is right next to yours.
We cannot escape to the outside, but we were able to enter your world.
Now we are tearing it apart, populating it with anomalies and creating paradoxes, so that you can get out and open the way for us as well.
Why do you need my help? Why can't you escape on your own?
Do you think we haven't tried? What do you think we've been doing all these years, Excess?
We haven't even managed to find a keystone in our prison. The arrival of your world next to ours is the chance we've long been waiting for.
What will happen to me once I leave this prison?
You will return to Threshold, to the moment when Valmalos divided you and the Commander.
You will merge with his mythic power and cease to exist.
Isn't that what you want? But perhaps you do not want to cease to exist.
You may have been created by magic, but you are a living thing. You feel the cold. You feel hunger. You feel pain when you're wounded.
We have the power to help you, Excess. We can see to it that when you rejoin the Commander, your consciousness will replace his.
No one will notice the switch. Open the way out of Threshold, and we will do this for you.
So I can replace my consciousness with my consciousness? Sure, why not? I'll accept your help.
We don't care how you break out of here, Excess. But when you escape and break down that door to Golarion,
we won't be far behind.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to fight these guys at the end. I want to know more about you.
we will satisfy your curiosity.
Who are you?
We are primordial Proteans, demigods of the Maelstrom, a plane on the edge of the universe.
You could say that our power is comparable to that of the Demon Lords.
We are Silmeshnik, the colorless lord, chaos, freedom, fate, paradox. These are our spheres of interest.
We are welcome in the halls of Pharasma, and the Lady of Graves heeds our counsel when passing judgment on the souls of the dead.
Are you mesmerized by our success?
Oh, that crown they've got is mesmerizing, all right. Not too sure about them.
Voljev says in an undertone. You speak in different voices, sometimes male, sometimes female.
Why choose a single gender when we can be one?
Or the other, whenever we please. Consistency is boring.
Tell me about the Maelstrom.
It is chaos, in its purest, most uncontrolled form.
It is the ocean that washes against the shores of the other planes. It is infinite possibilities.
It is both a cradle of creation
And a force of entropy.
The Maelstrom is my home. It is the womb that once gave birth to me. Just imagine. Imagine living inside the womb that gave birth to you. It will also become my tomb.
Tell me about Axis.
Access is nothing but rules and laws that stifle.
Free will. It is order that exists only for its own sake.
It is an immovable rock blocking the path to inspiration. Axis is my enemy and my prison. I will claw at its walls, grind them to dust, to dirt, to ash, and will wipe it out of existence.
Or it will do the same to me.
A snarl erupts from Sissalamana. What happened? I did pretty good on the earlier ones. Silameshnik's throat. The surge of fury passes. I've heard enough.
It has been a pleasure to speak common with someone.
I have to go.
Go, Excess. We will meet again.
Okay. Alright, so first thing we need to do... the door to threshold. Alright, first thing we want to do is go to
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
greater restoration. Heal scroll. Heal scroll. Alright. So we could get out now, but there's more in this area to explore. I'm going to keep exploring. Because we have been running into issues in this area, we're going to save this again under Stupid Glitch, just in case we encounter another, well, stupid glitch.
Together, we stand.
Ring of the Unveiler. Let's take a look at the Unveiler. +7. Ring of Protection +7. Alright. +10 saving throw against illusion. Also gives an insight bonus. +2 to against anomalies. Wow. She's got +5 deflection. Alright, we're going to give this to Sela. Oh, Sela has dex damage. So that gives us a +5 ring of protection. All right. There's that area there.
Adventures await.
I'm gonna come
I'll
back.
make my own
I
legend.
think what I need to do is go back to that rest spot, do a rest, because we're down low on spells and the such.
We should move.
And then explore that area right over there.
I stand ready.
It's like this little gap here. It's pointless.
I tire of waiting.
We got a long way to go, don't we?
Adventures await. Onwards. This is my path.
So this is just the house. We want the other building, and that's where we had the resting spot.
We should move.
This place had the resting spot.
Let us be off.
Ah, 23 hours.
Sometimes when I paint, I think, what if this painting is my last? And the stranger the circumstances we find ourselves in, the greater my desire to paint better. I feel it now.
Abyssal corruption went up. But this should be a remove abyssal corruption spot. Sacred writings of the gods collected in one book, reproduced with amazing accuracy. They exude an aura of holiness. There we go. All right, and with that, we are at about that hour mark, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. Thank you again for watching. I really do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe. Excuse me, my voice. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. That all helps, and I do appreciate all of that as well. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are always awesome. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.